yesterday was a historic day.
Yes, it was.
It was Juneteenth, the first federally recognized Juneteenth celebration.
Yeah. Yep.
And we had a Juneteenth celebration here in the neighborhood at Rio Town that
Yes.
you were at, I was at. There were all kinds of people from our church. And
Yes, it was.
I knew so many people. This is why we've had the Brunsons come in. And so Ramon is a proud dad today because his two kids won a Juneteenth contest, essay contest. Michaela, would come on up to the mic. She's going to read some of hers. And Ramon, just introduce your two kids and the contest that they were in.
All right, so first we have Michaela. She took first place in this essay writing contest with this category 2, so it was 7th and 8th graders. So she's 14 now, and she's going to the 9th grade next year. This upcoming school year. So, yeah, so it's on you, Michaela.
All right, well, with her award-winning essay, here's Michaela Brunson telling us about Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is known as an Independence Day, or as a Freedom Day in the Black American community. It is celebrated history in our African American history. We want to remember what they have done for us and for us, and the confidence that we can stand up for what is right. Stand together once a year. Many communities around the country celebrate Juneteenth many ways. Some communities may do cookouts, traditional dancing, singing, and playing baseball games using the teams from the Negro League. This can be a great celebration as people from many different cities and neighborhoods come together once in Juneteenth. The reason why we celebrate the holiday called Juneteenth starts June 19, 1865, and an announcement by Union Army General Gordon proclaimed freedom for slaves in Texas. President Abraham Lincoln emancipation has offered outlaw slaves into Texas, other states, and rebel against the Union. Almost 2.5 years later, this is the day that is set aside from Independence Day. The United States of America celebrate freedom, but Juneteenth is a day we can celebrate Black slaves from the bondage. The reason why celebrating is a day we can celebrate. The reason why we celebrate Juneteenth is to come together as a community, learn from each other, and to build with each other. We want to celebrate this holiday. We also celebrate the freedom of 250,000 slaves from the end of Civil War. The South of the Juneteenth matters because we cannot afford to repeat the past. Thank you.
To help us answer that question, here's Juston Brunson with his award-winning essay for Juneteenth.
During the 1960s, the Juneteenth celebration began to decline in many different communities around the world. This holiday begins to increase interest from the Poor People's Campaign that was led by Martin Luther King Jr. The knowledge of Juneteenth made many people come together and celebrate. This holiday makes me feel good and proud to be a part of a strong culture. During the Juneteenth celebration, it brings people together from different communities and to support local businesses. Juneteenth has been celebrated as a victory turning point in African Americans' lives, but it also shows a complex experience of being Black in the United States, especially since the Civil Rights Movement. The message of Juneteenth has shifted from being a day to celebrate freedom to one that calls people to reflect on the nation's long history of racial inequality. Juneteenth is a holiday that shows the fight that Black people had to share their history to the country. During those years, many people put fear into people by threatening them to not celebrate their freedom from slavery. Every year, this holiday continues to grow. The more of our history we can be shared with the country and many communities. The more we come together as a community and celebrate Juneteenth, the more you see people understanding how important this holiday is to the Black community. We must continue the fight of our ancestors and grow Juneteenth bigger every year. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Hey, Justin, Mikalya, is your dad a do-it-yourself, or does he call a professional? Lean into that microphone there.
It's both, actually, because
Yeah.
things that he can do, he'll fix it, but things he can't, like you don't understand, he'll try to look it up on YouTube, and then he can't
Yes.
understand it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
When in doubt, YouTube.
Yes, it is.
Then he's like, I can't do this.
Is there anything he's particularly proud of that he's done, or that was a significant hashtag fail? I'm putting you on the spot.
I don't really know, but I do remember him fixing our back bathroom, and I think he successfully did it.
All right, all right. Well, is it toilet flushing?
It was the sink.
Oh, the sink. Okay. Well, hey,
There you go.
you know what I do know that he is proud of and that he's done himself is the two of you. So that's
there you
his own do-it-yourself project.